To begin our Sunrise Smart Start, we have new developments about this deadly crash out of Brighton that killed 92-year-old Thomas Chase. It happened a week ago today.
17-year-old Theodise Parks has been identified as the driver of the stolen car, now faces reckless endangerment and murder charges. His brother Theophilus and his friend Trevon Simmons, both 19 years old, were in the car and they've been formally charged in court. Authorities say they originally responded to Clifford Avenue last Thursday for calls for gunfire and a crash. That's where they say they found Simmons, who abandoned a ghost gun, then hopped in the backseat of a stolen Kia driven by the 17-year-old. Then police say they backed up the car toward an officer and drove off. That led to the chase. Theophilus is accused of car theft and is in custody at the jail downtown. His attorney says there's not enough evidence here to support the stolen property charge, and he wants the courts to knock it down to a misdemeanor, adding Theophilus wanted to get out of the car before it did crash. But the ADA argues Theophilus knew the car was stolen and it simply does not matter if he was trying to get out.
The frustrating part about it and the disheartening part about this whole case is that someone so young can be so reckless and not only endanger but take lives of innocent people in our community.
The case has been adjourned till this afternoon so the judge can listen to a nearly 4-hour-long interview between an investigator and Theophilus to decide if there's enough evidence to run through the grand jury process.
No charges have yet been filed since Tuesday night's Amber Alert was canceled and the 7-year-old boy was found safe in Rochester. Police say that child was taken by his mother, this woman, 35-year-old Salita Johnson. This is the video where we're about to show you, a video where they were last seen Tuesday on North Water Street. The alert was also canceled just before 1 a.m. Wednesday, about an hour after the child was found safely inside of a home in the city. Now, during the search, Johnson posted videos online accusing Child Protective Services of misconduct, and in one of those videos, Johnson says she lost a child 10 years ago. News 8 has since learned through court documents that in 2014, Johnson's 18-month-old daughter was beaten to death in Syracuse. Johnson's boyfriend at the time accused of the crime, but later acquitted at trial. Johnson never charged in the case. CPS tells us it can't comment on the case here in Rochester.
Federal prosecutors say the girlfriend of the man who did confess to killing Brit Trixel may face kidnapping charges after she rejected a plea agreement Tuesday. Back in March, 56-year-old Angel Voss was indicted for lying to the FBI as agents investigated Raymond Moody. He's currently serving life behind bars for the rape and murder of the child teen. Under the deal Voss rejected this week, she faced up to 16 years in prison herself for 2 counts of making false statements to federal agents during the investigation in 2009 after the 17-year-old disappeared in Myrtle Beach while on spring break. Jury selection for Voss is scheduled for mid-November. The trial expected to run a few days and end around November 22nd.
A 43-year-old Ontario County man has been arrested for allegedly raping a child. Daniel Sivgini is accused of multiple incidents of sexual assault of a female under the age of 15. Deputies say that their investigation started in June. Then on Tuesday, Sivgini was charged with predatory sexual assault due to a prior rape conviction. He's being held currently without bail, and the victim has been granted an order of protection.
RPD needs help finding this missing teen, so take a look at your screen. She may be in need of medical care. It's 16-year-old Jada McCleary Boston. Hasn't been seen since yesterday morning around 9 on Emerson Street. At the time, she was wearing a floral hair bonnet. If you know where she may be, please call 911.
The death toll has now risen to 9 in the national Listeria outbreak tied to a recall of Boar's Head deli meats. Federal health officials announced the latest deaths were reported in New Mexico, South Carolina, Tennessee, and Florida. This is now the largest Listeria outbreak since 2011, linked to cantaloupe at that time. The CDC says Listeria is the 3rd leading cause of death from food poisoning in the United States.
The updated vaccine for COVID is now available locally. The FDA just last week approved the vaccine for anyone 6 months and up. At Wegmans, you can get it at all of the pharmacies by walk-in or appointment. Same goes for CVS. And at Walgreens, you can book an appointment starting today. With the new boosters, some have expressed concerns about these rumors that the shot could make you sicker if you get COVID. So we went to an infectious disease expert at URMC.
No, I would say that's mostly misinformation to believe that somehow, getting the vaccine will make COVID worse. These are some of the most effective vaccines that we've had for any variety of infections. We would advise that everybody be vaccinated against COVID, especially people who are at higher risk.
Doctors have seen a nearly 100% bump in COVID hospitalizations around the region since July, but say that is trending down as we get to the new school year.
Flu season is also around the corner. Wegmans has those vaccines available too on top of the COVID ones. You can walk in or make an appointment in the grocery store's website. Tops also has appointments starting tomorrow offering walk-in COVID shots. If you want to learn more about flu and COVID vaccines, visit Monroe County's website. We've got that address there at the bottom of your screen.
Your sunrise traffic at 6:53, just getting reports of a crash on Nestor Street here in the city. We've got a crew going out there to check that out. Elsewhere, the main expressways are looking good, moving along at speed. The view there from 490 crossing the river. Your forecast here in just a little bit.
A note to all you RTS riders. Some changes are coming to bus route 22 Lake Avenue. The company says it will reinstate a 15-minute frequency starting this coming Tuesday. Buses will run every 15 minutes on weekdays between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. and then every 30 minutes for the rest of the day. This route runs between the RTS Transit Center and the Eastman Hub at Ridge Road. However, on the weekends, service goes back to every 30 minutes between the same period, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and then every hour for the rest of the day. Updated schedules and a full list of changes can be found on this website on your screen, myrts.com/preview.
It is back to school time, and pretty soon all the sidewalks and roads will be filled with students and families headed out for the new year. With that in mind, local law enforcement is saying, please be careful when you're behind the wheel. AAA's Schools Open Drive Carefully campaign is officially underway. Group officials remind drivers to stop for all the buses, obey the crossing guards, and teach your kids about traffic safety. Deputies also note they'll be out there on high alert, handing out tickets to those speeding past buses or going through school zones too fast.
Fans of the Rochester Airport, you're needed to help it become #1 in the USA Today's Reader's Choice Contest for small airports. Public voting started this week and ends September 23rd. For the second year in a row now, this airport has been named as one of the top 20 finalists. Last year, Rock earned 10th place by its voters, and County Executive Adam Bello encourages folks, show your support and help Rock maybe not even just make the list again, but make it to the top of the best small airports this time around nationally. The details can be found at an article we've provided for you on rochesterfirst.com. Very convenient airport.
You get to play Pong before you go board the plane.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything from the strong there, very cool. They've made a lot of upgrades, so yeah, cast your vote.
Yeah, and also easy to pick people up from the airport as well.
So
I found myself having to pick up family members, just zip through, hang out with there. That's a cool spot if you're doing any traveling, no issues around the region. Interesting views. So we've got cloud coverage to the south, but you look to the north and you see this.
Wow.
Just absolutely gorgeous there along Lake Ontario. Just a little bit of wave action. Temperature-wise, we've got 60s, Rush at 66, Batavia at 60. Shout out Rush. They got a cool transportation museum down there. That's a cool spot if you haven't been. Check that out. August 29th, we've got temperatures getting into the mid-70s. No chance for rain. Tomorrow, we should be dry as well. And then Saturday, Sunday, that's when we're watching. Best chance for rain probably comes on Saturday. One person that does not know about the Transportation Museum is my 3-year-old son.
Oh, really?
We've decided to actively not tell him about it until the day we can take him, because we know the excitement will just be too contagious.
Off the walls,
yeah, exactly.
I bet.
Yeah, don't say the word train anywhere.
Exactly.
Right. Thank you, James, and thank you for watching us at Sunrise. We'll see you back here at 7:25.
CBS Mornings is up next. Have a great day.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on rochesterfirst.com, Facebook, X, and on our app for news and weather.